Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. My name is Nikki Kirk and I am currently in the middle of nowhere in Arizona. I'm out boondocking outside of Flagstaff in the middle of the National Forest, which is free, by the way. Did you know? You can just come and camp. We've been running this week totally on solar, which is so awesome and so much fun. I packed up a shipment which I shared on my community tab of my YouTube channel, which was 175 units. You guys, I went shopping all in one day. So I went in the morning up to Flagstaff and then I came back in the afternoon and packed it all up, and I was super proud because I can't remember the last time I've done that. But that's Q4, you just gotta do it. So on this video, I'm going to talk to you about my FBM Fulfilled by Merchant or Fulfilled by Me success this year so far. I'm going to show you my top 10 items and then tell you how I came about them. From May to November, I've done almost $6,000, $5,935 in sales FBM, just FBM, and that's so small in the grand scheme of things because it's less than 5%, and you know, so let's say 95% of my stuff is FBA. I'm asked that a lot and I really do still prefer FBA, but sometimes FBM makes a lot of sense. So just really quickly, in total, I've done 59 different SKUs, 59 different items that I sold FBM from May to November. And the reason it's only from May is because I'm using Sellerboard to pull my report. And I use Sellerboard to track inventory and profit, but it also has this really helpful report where you can filter who fulfilled it. So if it was FBA or FBM. Amazon makes it incredibly difficult to pull FBM numbers. I even asked in Seller Central, like, how can I pull this? And the report, they told me you can only do it for 30 days at a time, and it's super, super hard. So Sellerboard was very helpful in that, but I still did have to go back and forth and pull the prices and pull everything because it still wasn't all in one place, but it was better than what Amazon has. So just know, as you're looking at my spreadsheet, that it was incredibly difficult, and I can't even really tell you how I did it because I was working on it all morning pulling these different numbers for this video. If you know how to pull a really helpful, or you know a service that tells you all of your FBM sales, that would be really helpful for me personally, and I will tell everyone else about it as well. So like I said, Sellerboard's really great for tracking inventory and profit, and at the end of the video I'll show you some screen grabs of why I love it and tell you how I'm doing so far for November. If you want to try it out, they've given me a link below where you can get 2 months free. You don't have to put in a card and you can test it out and see how you like it. So really quickly, here is a screenshot of where I got it from Sellerboard. So you just go here to reports, and then I did the orders reports, and then you would just put in your dates here, and you can do it Excel or CSV, and then you just hit download. Again, it's this one right here, orders, but they also have all these other ones where you can download. But this is the one where I did FBM sales. It has all your orders, but you can filter by who fulfilled it. So like I said, this is only for May because for whatever reason, the other sales aren't in here, and I wasn't gonna try and take the time to pull them from Amazon because that would have been a whole day. So that's why it's just from May to November. Okay, so before I get into the top 10 items, I just wanna go briefly over when is a good idea to FBM, because that is a question I'm asked a lot. I did a video going over like start to finish FBM, from buying to listing to packing and sending and all of that. I'll link it here if you want to watch it. But here is just a real quick reminder of when it's a good idea. One is when Amazon is sold out. That is always great, especially if they've been sold out for just a little bit. If they've been sold out for a lot, you can probably go ahead and FBA it. They're probably been out for a while and maybe we won't get it back. But if it's just for like a small blip of time, that's when you can really take advantage and make some crazy profits doing FBM. And I'll share one item where I did just that. If you're wondering how can you tell if Amazon has been out for a while, Keepa is really good for that. You just pull up the ASIN on Keepa, which is free. This part of it is free. There is a paid version, which I do recommend, but this part of it is totally free. And if you don't see the yellow shading, that means Amazon is not selling it. If you do see the yellow shading, that means Amazon is selling it. And if there's gaps in it, that means they're sold out. Another great time to do FBA is during Q4. So right now, because when Amazon sells out of toys this coming weekend, which is Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday, if they sell out of a hot toy, you are going to see the prices increase. And since it's so close now, you can't send it in FBA, it won't get there in time, but you can do FBM and make some good profits. In the same scheme of things, when you go onto Amazon and it says, hey, you can buy it from this person who is FBA, but you're not gonna get it until December 15th, or you can buy it from this person who's FBM and you'll get it next week. So that's another reason if you want to look like who has stock, how soon can you get it. A customer, if they need it, they're going to order it from you instead of the FBA because they want it now. Another time is during the summer when you can't send meltables. You can just go ahead and send them FBM. I have done it all summer, and you will see some of the items that I'm going to show you. They are chocolate, so they're considered meltable, but they're not really that meltable, and I had no complaints. Earlier this year, a lot of the warehouses were backed up, so that's another time where FBM might be the preferable option, because if the warehouses are backed up, then your stuff is going to be sitting there and you're just sitting there waiting to sell something, and you can do FBM and make that profit like that. Another time is when it's a holiday item and it is too close to ship it. So right now I wouldn't be shipping Thanksgiving things into Amazon because Thanksgiving is a week away, but you could do FBM and send it. Now it's getting real close for even Thanksgiving, but let's say Christmas. So Amazon wants all your Christmas sales stuff in there by December 1st. That's getting really close. And after December 1st, that's still like 3 weeks that you can sell for Christmas stuff FBM. Now don't freak out, keep sending stuff into Amazon if your warehouse is checking stuff in quickly. Even that first week of December, if stuff gets there in time, it'll still sell. And you know, toys and everything sells year round, so January you will still see some really good sales. So don't freak out, keep sending stuff in, keep your inventory levels up. So those are good times to do it, but what's a good item for FBM? Like I always say, anything lightweight that will fit into a padded envelope, small. If it's under a pound, it's going to be $5 or less if you can ship it in a padded envelope. If it's heavier and you can fit it in one of the flat rate priority mail shipping envelopes, that is a really great option, and I will show you again one of the items where I did just that. If you still have questions on FBM, I do have that video where I walk you through it all the way, so I'll link it here again and you can check it out. Now let's get into my top 10 items. Okay, so here is the seller board report that I pulled. I have hidden some columns and I've also sorted it, so you'll see right here where it is, MFN, manufacturer fulfilled. That's where I filtered by, so it had Amazon and this, and I just filtered to this. So here's all the information it gives me if you just wanted to see it. So it's got the commissions that I paid to Amazon, it's got the order total, the order numbers over here, the date that it was sold, and yeah. So how my shipping templates are set up is that you can pay for expedited or standard shipping, and so that's why some of these you'll see here where the customer opted to pay either to get it faster or they actually, that's the only reason, just to get it faster. So I took all that data, I took the shipping costs, which I had to go into manage orders and then pull up the order number to get how much it was shipping, and this is what I'm telling you, it took a long time to make this little spreadsheet. All right, so really quickly, I'll just go over the total numbers for you. So 84 total items ordered. The amount that was ordered was $2,905. Total commission, that's the amount I paid Amazon, the referral fee for using their platform to sell, that I paid $447. Total cost, what I paid at the store to buy the items, $937. The total shipping I paid, because I offer my customers free shipping, because if they have to pay shipping, they probably won't order from me. So I did free shipping and I ended up paying $419. Again, I buffer that number into the profit. So if it's small and it'll fit in an envelope, padded envelope, it's usually under $5. So that's just a really good buffer. On average, it was like $3 to $4, but $5 is great because at the end of the day, you'll get an extra $1 profit. Shipping the customer paid, so $21 total in these items. And then the total profit on everything was $1,121 and 120% ROI, which is pretty great for FBM, I gotta say, because there is a little extra cost when you have to pay the shipping. And if you are unfamiliar with ROI, it's return on investment. So since I spent $937 to buy all the inventory and I ended up making $1,120, my 100% would be $937 back, but I made an extra 20% on top of that. So I made all the money that I spent. I made that $900 back, and then I earned on top of it, after all the fees, $1,121 of profit. That is money in my pocket to go buy whatever, or pay bills, or whatever you gotta do. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I found these items. Some of them I am still selling, so I'm not going to show you what it is exactly because you guys, I'm still selling it, and you'll see why. I'm not telling you. It's a pretty good money maker. Here are ones I'm going to share. So this Atkins crisp wafer, I actually found it in the clearance aisle, and I think that the store just didn't want it there, but you know what? They don't sell them anymore, so maybe it was meant to be there. It's discontinued because it wasn't peanut butter. It was mint chocolate. Mint chocolate flavor. If you can find them and they are not expired, you should definitely sell them because they make crazy profit. So I found it in the Walmart clearance aisle, and then I thought, you know what, let me go scan everything else Atkins. And that is how I found all these other Atkins items that I've sold. So that is 4 items all together that all came from one find. And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about the Bolo branch leads. If you've seen some of my sourcing videos where I share items that were from the Bolo group, a branch lead is like, hey, I was looking for that one item and I found all these other ones. Because I found that one Atkins bar, I went and scanned all the Atkins stuff and this is what I found. So 2 of my best ones here. So altogether, that one clearance aisle find profited me basically $500, $499.95. That is pure profit from one find. This is why I'm really always talking about getting ungated in health, beauty, and grocery stuff, because there's so many good profits, and you guys, these are just 4 of them. And when you find a lead and you start sourcing around that, it helps you. If you're endlessly scanning, you're not finding anything, when you do find something, use that. Think, what else is kind of like that? What would, you know, do they have anything else by this? I found it in the clearance aisle and I went right to the regular aisle to see what they had. And I didn't stop there. I scanned all the bars, you guys. I was there for a while. I scanned Slim Fast. I think I did sell some Slim Fast stuff. You just gotta scan because you never know. Because if Amazon sold out, that's a great opportunity. People want it, but they can't find it because Amazon sold out, so the price goes a little higher. I mentioned earlier that I sell meltables all summer, and these were some of them. You guys, they had no problems getting to the customer. They're chocolate, some are more chocolate than others, but they didn't melt. So I was in Texas and Indiana and I was selling them. So I would just encourage you to don't overthink it and just try it. Really quickly, here are some of the items I sold. So it's just a 10-pack. This was the old packaging. It had new packaging that matched the other ones that you saw. So if it's the same exact item and only the packaging is different, it's totally fine. Send it in. Another thing I'm always talking to you guys about is bundles. Don't just think because Amazon's selling it for $5 that you can't sell that obviously and make money, but what about 2-packs, 3-packs? Some of them get a lot higher price for some reason, so just bundle them. You do the little bit of extra work, but you make that extra money. Another one I sold is these Ricola gummies, and I'm pretty sure that they are discontinued from the manufacturer because I can't find them anymore. I found 4 at Marshall's. All right, the next one is my best product so far. It's a health item, and it is something that I found off of a lead from the Bolo group. You guys, I've sold 17 of them as like literally last week. I was selling, I think I found 10 and I sold all 10 within a matter of a day. I was gonna say minutes, but it wasn't that fast, but it was all in a day. I sold them all. It's a heavier item. I think it probably weighs 2 pounds, but it does fit in a padded flat rate envelope. So it costs $8.15 to ship every one. They cost $12.97 at Walmart. And so altogether it was, what is that, like $20, $21? And I profited on this one $434 for 153% ROI. So I spent total cost at store $284. The shipping was $143 because it was a little bit more. Some people paid to have them shipped expedited, and I was already shipping them expedited, so that's a little bit like free money. And then that's how I got my total profit here. Almost $1,000 in sales of that one item in, I would say, 2 weeks total I've been selling them. Another one is this canning item that I was telling you guys about. Again, when things are in high demand. So because Amazon was sold out, literally Walmart's were sold out, it was really hard to find. It was high demand, and so people were paying that extra money for it. Altogether, I had $200 in sales. They cost $63 and I made $77, so that was a good one. Another one is a gum bundle. Again, grocery and bundles, you guys. I can't stress this enough. If you need to be ungated in topical, grocery, OTC, health and beauty, health and personal care, I think is the new one, you can get ungated with my guides. They are affordable, and the minimum order is $200, and you don't need a single thing. You don't need a resale license, you don't need anything, and you can get ungated. So definitely start today if you want to bundle and get my toy. It's available. The links are below as always. But this gum bundle, I sold 8 of them total and I made $56. It wasn't the best one. I mean, it's money, but it wasn't like my best one ever. The reason I sent this one in is because it was a limited edition flavor, so that's another thing, and Amazon was sold out of it, so I just decided to go ahead and try it, and it did work out. And then I've been talking about this for a while, but these 2 Halloween costumes that I sold, and the only reason I'm not showing you what they are is because I'm still in the like return phase, even though it's the end of November and I haven't had a return. FYI, because people were asking, I also shared this on the community tab, but I did not have a single return on a Halloween costume, so that's cool. I don't think I did last year either. So if you were worried about that, you don't have to worry, and next year definitely scan Halloween items, Halloween costumes. So this one I sold 2 of them and I made $24. Not great, still money though. All right, so that is my total. That's how 10 items made me $1,121 profit. Again, that's profit after the cost, after the fees, extra money. That's how you make money selling on Amazon, is your profits, and that is how I did it. If you saw the thumbnail, that is actually 2 orders that I sold from the middle of the forest, you guys. I'm in the middle of the forest and I'm selling FBM, so you can too. If I can do it here, you can do it. Definitely, it is worth trying out. Right now is the perfect time because, as I said, as Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all through Christmas, as Amazon sells out, they are not going to be able to get that stock back in time. So take advantage and just try it out. It is not that hard. I know it's scary, but it is a lot of fun, and you get the money faster. I feel like it gets put into your account like as soon as the people receive it. So there's that. And I said I would tell you about my sales so far. So today is the 20th of November, and let's check in on my sales and why I love Sellerboard. So they do have an app. The app is really just for like looking at stuff. The desktop version is where you want to go to put in the cost of goods and all of that stuff. But it is similar to Inventory Lab in that it tracks your profit and your inventory levels, and it'll even tell you your estimated, like, what you're going to do this month. But it does not do all the shipping part. So if you already use Inventory Lab and you like Inventory Lab for the shipment part, that is, you should probably stay with that if you like it. If you don't know how to do all that and you're looking for something to track your profit and your numbers and your inventory levels, definitely check out Sellerboard. Again, it's 2 free months with the link below, and you don't even have to put a card, you can just start trying it. One of the main things I love about the app is that I can see right here the pictures of the product. Obviously, since I've just sold them, I'm blurring them out, but there's literally the pictures. The same pictures you see on your manage inventory are right here, so you can visually see what you're selling, which is so helpful, especially when you're out in the store and I'm like, oh, what do I need to be looking for again? So here are my sales to date. So again, I'm recording this on the 20th of November. So far this month, I've done $14,000, 524 units, and then you'll see here, it tells me how much my Amazon fees are, the commissions, and all of that jazz. Estimated payouts, I have my cost of goods, and then the gross profit. So far this month, in 20 days, I've made $4,271, and my margin is 30% with an ROI of 82. So that is why I love Sellerboard, because it is just so easy to see right on your phone. If you need help ungating, you guys, definitely, it is high profit categories year round. I'm there to help you. I'm in the groups all the time. If you want to get my ungating guides, they are both affordable and they will help you get ungated for less than anywhere else I've ever seen. So definitely check them out and take your Amazon selling business to the next level. Try out FBM if you haven't. It's worth it, you guys. Just try with something really lightweight like a napkin or a plate or something, I don't know. Definitely try it out because it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or you want to see any future videos. I am happy to make them. All my resources are below. Happy sourcing and happy Q4.